Thank you. Fintech apps such as robo-advisors, P2P payments, lending platforms, mobile-only banks, and others have been growing rapidly because of the cost-effective, faster, and easier access to financial services that they offer. In response, traditional firms have been increasing their investment in digital innovation. As a result, the consumer experience with financial apps has dramatically improved in recent times. Customers now expect similar advances in terms of the security that they're getting. Authentication is a critical step in the user flow in terms of both security and user experience. Implement a very simple authentication scheme, and consumers may be wary, but if you implement a multi-factor authentication that's very onerous, then it may result in a drop in transactions. Now, implementing strong authentication requires combining multiple factors. However, this does not have to result in a trade-off between user experience and security. So in this demo, we'll show you how you can use Nexmo's Verify SDK to implement a frictionless user authentication scheme that's also secure. So here we've implemented a banking app using Verify SDK. So I already have an account with the bank, and I've created a web login. Now I just downloaded the app. And on my first login, I'll still enter my online credentials. I can see that the picture key is what I selected, so I trust the app. Going to the next stage. Next, it's doing a biometric authentication to confirm that I am authorized to access the app on this particular device. And then the next step is a one-time password that it's going to send me, and I don't even have to go into another app to generate a PIN code. Neither do I have to go into my email. The verification code will be delivered right here about this form, so it's very easy for me to enter that. So now I'm in the app, and I'm going to do a, let's say, a transaction where I'm sending money. So for that, we even have a standalone verification, which doesn't affect the user's login status, and it could be triggered based on risk indicators that you see. Again, it's super simple. So I entered the wrong code and got logged out. So I went through the same steps to log back in, and I should receive the code shortly on this form. And if I can just go check it here, it's 0350. Okay, so I entered the code in. And next time, I don't want an SMS on every login, so I'm going to turn off the SMS notification. And this time, when I log in, again, I do the first two steps with my password and the biometric, but this time, instead of me entering a verification code manually, what has happened is that on the first login, Verify SDK took the phone number, associated it with a unique device ID for this particular device, and on subsequent logins, it's sending a push verification, which the SDK consumes automatically. So that confirms that this device is the device that I originally registered from. Now, assuming I do a SIM swap, you can detect that the device ID is different, and you can trigger a higher level of verification to ensure that it's another device that the user is trying to authenticate with. So now I'm going to show you other use cases of using cloud APIs, so assuming I forgot my username. I'm going to enter my account ID and email. Again, instead of me going into my email, click on a link that takes me to a browser that then loads. Here I go straight back to the app on the main page where I want to be, and I'll be delivered the username that I forgot right here, so I can type it in right away. So with Verify SDK, you can focus on building the core functionality for your app and leave the verification and authentication aspect to Nexmo. And it provides a frictionless user experience, allowing you to scale to any number of users. In addition to authentication, we also offer APIs for programmable voice, so you can implement click-to-call within your app if, say, a customer wants to communicate with customer support. And along with that, you'll have context from the app, given which page they came from. We also have chat app APIs, allowing customer support over the most popular chat apps, and also give you the ability to build in-app chat for similar use cases as customer support. Nexmo has done over 4 billion phone verifications, and we work with leading fintech platforms as well as a lot of banks. If you have any more questions, please stop by our booth. Thanks for your time.